Oh, there I am. Hello. So a local business presentation, self-produced workshop, and the things you want to know about a self.
Yeah, so I mean, if I have a nice rehearsal of everything, so I know what the slides all look like, because I see this little animation, things like that, I mean, that'll work out just fine. Just have to get, the
And I
flow
can,
down.
like, tomorrow get you an updated PowerPoint, because now just being here and knowing what we're doing, I might smooth a few of them out. The only thing that was not in the PowerPoint is at the end, and I would definitely cue it up when I say I'm opening applications for this program. I want to be able to go to a video to show,
Okay, so I'll need a video
so you'll need a
separately.
video.
I don't want it on the PowerPoint.
Perfect. That's what I
It's got to be
figured.
completely separate.
I can show you last year's. The new one will be done. We're cutting it close, but it'll be done by the end of the week. Just so you know, it's going to be about 4.5, 5 minutes,
Perfect, that's no problem. That's great.
and
Good.
then it'll come back to me before we do the long chat.
Good, okay, good. Yeah, no problem. I'll make sure that I've got all that rigged up. Just trying to see if it, okay, so how far apart would your PowerPoint and last PowerPoint and your video be?
I can make it as long as possible.
Let me, and
It actually will probably be long because I want to do an introduction that makes people like on the edge of their seats. So I have to figure that out. Meaning it would probably be 3 to 4 minutes I could
Okay.
do.
What I have to do is change a program. So I'll have, I don't have to change it, I just have to bring it up and make sure it gets routed right. Because I have your Keynote PowerPoint up,
Yeah.
and that's what's playing into my switcher. In order to play the video, I have to have the video in a playback, like a playback list where I can refer to it and then play that out, and it plays the audio and the video.
Okay.
It's just it's called a Playback Pro program. So
How long does it take after that to go back to a PowerPoint?
and then go back to a PowerPoint. I think I have to play with it because I haven't messed around with it. It shouldn't be a big deal at all. I just want to make sure that one doesn't override the other. So it might, if it's a matter of Xing out of one program completely and then reopening it and then locating it, it's just a matter of seconds as long as the computer
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
have.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that
Yeah,
fast
it doesn't.
anyway.
No, it's just as long as the computer doesn't freak out. Because
Okay.
I'm using one computer to utilize both programs. So if it's, like I said, just X out of one, like X out of Keynote, bring up my Playback Pro. That takes maybe up to a minute, really, or less, just to say yes to this and yes to that to get to wherever I want to go to. I can have the video already preloaded, so once it comes up, it's already there. And then if I want to get out of that, I just either I minimize it or I X out of it, and then bring the Keynote back up.
Because that's the only thing. I won't know if you need more time.
Or
But that's okay.
how much more after the video? How many more slides after the video?
I have to go peek, like 1 or 2.
If there's a couple of them, then what I'll do is I'll create a separate slide and put them in my media file in the switcher. So what we'll have is, and we can also do that too, if you want to do that too. I can only hold up to 20 at a time, but I can make a full page of any of these Keynote graphics or anything else, and I can store them in a still store and pull them up individually through the switcher instead of the Keynote program. So what I can do is use the Keynote, go to video, and then use the last several pages that you want, and I'll put those in my still store. And I'll pull those up separately, so I don't have to go back and forth and
Okay.
have a problem. If there would be a problem, I don't know. But I have to play with it. I'm sure there wouldn't be any issues. I just have to get comfortable with the flow, and yeah, it'll be fine. It's not that difficult.
No,
No,
it
no.
seems
I'm just thinking out
relatively
loud, and
straightforward.
I look at as many obstacles as I can confront ahead of time and try and solve
And I'm
them.
assuming as long as I'm looking straight at this, it looks good.
Yeah, I'll
does-
adjust the lighting a little bit, and we'll white balance, and the more colors you wear, the better. So
I'll be
some-
wearing seeing if there's anything in here, a nice blue top
Okay.
with a purple crystal necklace.
Okay, nice. Okay.
They're
so-
colors that I know in general on me on video look decent. And I'll
Okay.
do the full eye makeup and all
Okay.
that jazz.
Oh, you look fine the way you are, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't
A
have to get
little
much-
more,
just
just-
a little,
with the
a bit-
eyes.
just a little bit of shininess, if anything. No, you look great on camera. Wonderful. As far as the monitors in the background, it will be your logo. Or,
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, how many do I need to fill?
Well, I'll fill all three of them. Since it's just one camera, it's straight on. I like filling all three monitors. It could be all the same.
Okay.
And yeah, if you want to have a
Can
logo
it be
that
two different ones?
you can have as many as you want, and I could build a custom background for each one. So what I've been doing lately with all my guests who come in here, if there are several guests that are here, instead of making, sometimes I'll make one for one, one for another, or I can have a combination of two or three on one frame, and they're on all three frames. So whatever camera I wind up taking, it's kind of like equal time for everybody, you know. So so you can see two logos or three logos if you want on each one, and I could build that. So if you give me two different things, I can kind of create something. Or again, if you want something that's separate, do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
so should we get
Lisa
on the
up.
horn? Okay.
Sounds good. And I gave her a video link to talk to us, so.
So use my phone.